So we live in an era where I would say there's so much knowledge thrown out there. There's so many things thrown out there, and there's so many things you can do. Like I think the market is so saturated thanks to technology. Like we get to know so much of things we never asked for, we never even thought of, and honestly, I've seen so many things on the internet which was against my will. I mean, I didn't ask for it, but by virtue of me being on the internet, I got to find out about it. So there's a lot of information out there, and some of them may be wrong, some may be absolutely correct, but it's absolutely up to you also how to find out, filter through all of the information, find the one which best suits you, just so that you are doing the right thing and it's aligning with you. Social media nowadays. I think everybody at this point wants to be an influencer, wants to be on YouTube, wants to be on TikTok, wants to make money from all these things. And honestly, I think I fall in such category. I do have a YouTube channel which you're kindly listening to me to, and I've had it for a few years now. I have been on and off. There's sometimes when I've been on, and then there's sometimes when I've just been off, and there's sometimes I've been on, off. Consistency is key, and I can really acknowledge that when you're consistent with your content creation and everything you need to do, it's going to pay. I mean, consistency is like the little drops of water which makes the mighty ocean, not 1 gallon of water every now and then. But once there's consistency, there is a routine and everything else. One of the reasons why I enjoy making YouTube videos is that it's like a journal for me to refer to, and it's also something to keep me in check. For example, I do a video and I say, oh, see you next week. My word is my bond. So then I try to make sure that next week when you come, there is a video there. Also, there are some things I say in my videos. They're just words of encouragement to me, to myself, words of encouragement to other people, and also some form of video diary and online journal that I can always come back to, refer to, build on it, correct myself, and see how far I have gone. Nowadays, we are living in a generation where it's like fake it till you make it. So you have people going viral over things which do not actually make sense, going viral over maybe a 5-second video, going viral over something not nice, not ladylike, like very, very weird stuff. And we also have people who are genuinely putting in the work and they're equally going viral. So then you may see a video be like, oh, this is something I can do. Actually, I've seen videos on TikTok where people barely talk, like maybe they'll just use a CapCut feature to edit some videos together. The video has hundreds of thousands of views, and you see in the comment section, I did the same video, I only have 2 likes. I did the same video, I only have 5 likes. That element of luck where you can just randomly post a video, the algorithm picks it up, and then you go viral. And then there's also that element of hard work. It says that where sometimes hard work can beat talent when talent is too comfortable with their talent and they do not put on their work. Some people are naturally talented and they can sing, but then there are also people who may not be so gifted with singing, but they'll do some rehearsals, do some trainings, voice coaching, etc, and they would also get there, so much so that they can even beat this talented person who is so comfortable. It's like the story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare was known as one of the quickest animals in the forest, but the tortoise, we all know, is so slow. And so there was a race, and then the hare just took off, was almost at the finish line, like, oh, there's such a long gap in between us, let me just rest. I'm going to be able to sleep, wake up, and still make it to the end of the line, you know. So then the hare slept deep sleep. He dreamt dreams and dreams. He woke up, and when he woke up, the tortoise was literally at the finish line, and he tried to catch up, but he couldn't. So now this is a story of speed. Yeah, you think it's a story of speed, but it's also a story of humility. You know, the hare was so proud in his skills. He was so proud in his ability, so much so that you have got to the finish line, just cross the line and go. But he was like, okay, yeah, I just want to show off. I just want to show the tortoise that, see, even when I'm sleeping, I'm able to do this. You know, see, when people are like, oh, I'm so good at playing drums. Even when I'm sleeping, I can play the drum. Even when I close my eyes, even when I haven't practiced for this number of months, I'm still able to play the drums nicely. But then the tortoise would be like, well, I come as I am. I know I'm slow. I know I may not be bringing anything to the table, but all I know is that I'm going to keep going. Even when I'm tired, I'm going to keep going. Even when I need to crawl, I'm just going to keep going until I get to the finish line. So that's where the humility of the tortoise pushed him, and his consistency also pushed him. All the steps, calculated steps he was taking, one leg before the other, one leg before the other, one leg before the other, one leg. It was consistency. But the hare, what he did was he just took off, stopped, slept. You know, there was a break in chain of consistency. So that is one thing I'll encourage everyone else to learn, because there's so many flashy things on social media. People are posting things that are nice, things that are social media worthy. I've had moments where I'm crying, I'm bawling my eyes out. I have my bonnet on the whole day. I'm literally in the same clothes I wore from morning to evening. Maybe something is not going how I wanted, or I'm having an argument somewhere. I'm just down, depressed. The first thing on my mind will not to pick a camera and then do a video of myself. Okay, even if the first thing in my mind is to do a video of myself, I will keep it in my archives that I can refer to later. Very few people nowadays who would actually take a genuine picture or a video of them in their lowest moment and post it. Most of the time, what we see is the flashiness. It's people who have made it to the top, who are at the end of their journey. And actually, some people are not even at the end of their journey, but they present as though they are at the end of their journey. So you would see a video somewhere, you would see a picture somewhere, you'd see that this person lives good, this person is doing well for themselves. Oh, and even worse off, you maybe compare your ages and maybe realize that you may even be age mates, or even you are younger than this person who's making all the moves and seems to have everything in order. But we do forget that these people are usually posting only what they want people to see. So you don't know what's going on in anybody's life 24/7. No, you only know what they present to you. You only know what I present to you. Any information you know on social media about me is what I choose to give to you. Okay, so I'm able to filter out what I don't want you to know. I'm able to add some things I want you to know, and I'm able to present in a certain kind of way. And this is going on so much on social media because people are actually being paid to live fake lives. Some people who go out of their way, buy some branded products, okay, and then they would come and, trying to also get the attention of the brand. So they'll come in, wear the clothes, advertise the clothes, tag the brands, even sometimes get deals of it with some codes, etc. And what they do is they return those clothes back. But you sitting on the side will think, oh, this person has these clothes, this person has this number of makeup products, this person has all of these things, and I don't even have all of them. And then that's where capitalism kicks in. Because sometimes you see people with so many things, so many shoes, so many clothes. How many clothes do you even wear in a day? So many jewelry, so many facial products, so many self-care products. I mean, how many self-care products can you put on your face in a day, in a night? So some of these things you should be able to kick your senses up and know that, oh, this is not realistic. This is not how things are done. This is social media. This is where people are trying to be seen, trying to be heard, trying to be known. So they may go out of their way to do everything possible to get the attention. But attention can also be like a drug. It can get addictive. You may want to go above and beyond, doing extreme things just to get attention without thinking of the effects it's having on other people. So social media, it's good, it's bad. So it's how you use it that works for you. So sometimes it's good to have a social media cleanse. You may outright delete some of your social media apps. That's okay. And currently what I'm also doing is that I've turned off notifications for all my social media. So all the social media platforms I have, I do not have notifications on. The only time I will know somebody has messaged me on these platforms is when I go in there and then I see the red sign or the number of feedbacks or likes or whatever in the corner of the screen somewhere. But I don't have notifications where each time I'll just hear a ping or I just look on my phone and now see a notification pop up. No, because I need to be able to control these things. These things should not be controlling me. So it's important to know your limits with social media. It's also important to understand that social media is not always real. So many things on social media are not a true reflection of what you're seeing. People are advertising, people are trying to get deals, and people are also not being entirely honest about their lives. So do not compare, do not be forced to look down on your own life or look down on your partner or look down on your family and be asking God, am I a stone? God, am I a wristwatch? God, am I a pencil? God's timing is the best. His plans and purpose for everybody is different. 10 years ago, I used to see some people, I thought they were all the way there. Today, I look around and I don't even see them anywhere. Right? Because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses then. But one thing I like to say, and I live by, is to live within my means. Of course, my means should not stop me from getting to where I want to live in life, but I'm not pressured by anybody. I'm not pressured by society. I'm not pressured by anything else. It's just God's standards for my life that I try to live by. Of course, I'm human. There are some days where I'll be down, some days I'll wish, oh, I could do this. I'm capable of doing this or even better. But at the end of the day, don't go extremely immoral, unethical ways just to get the attention and recognition you need, because God's timing is always the best. And of course, putting in the hard work, recognizing your skills, recognizing your capabilities are very, very important. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly leave a like, kindly subscribe, share, leave a comment, and we'll meet on the next video. Until then, it's